Hello everybody, this is Picture Black here, and welcome to Underworld Updates number 45, in which today I am going to be updating you guys on my 60th era Doctor Who book collection. I've recently gotten 5 more Doctor Who books in, 5 more 1960s era Doctor Who books into my collection, which is really nice, helping me a lot to complete the kind of my goal of collecting all of the past and all of the first and second Doctor novels, which is going to be still a bit of a challenge because I've still got some rare books in my way, but I have purchased some rare Doctor Who books, which you'll be seeing a little later on when I'm going to be doing the unboxing in this video. I'm also hoping to collect the target novelisations of the 1960s era stories as well eventually, which is going to be a nice challenge. Anyways, on to the main part of this video, which is the books. And for the target novelisations, I have the 2016 reprint of Doctor Who and the Zarbi, which so far I am really enjoying, but I'll say more on that later on. So anyway, so the cover art, we have Doctor Who and the Zarbi, Bill Strutton, and this is the 2016 reprint, by the way. Then for the cover art itself, we have William Hartnell as the first Doctor there, a Menoptera and 2 Zarbi with lots of planets in the background. It's a really nice cover by Chris Archelios. As you can see, it is quite the thick target novelisation, as you could possibly tell. We have a picture of the first Doctor there, Doctor and the Zarbi, Bill Strutton, BBC Books. And for the back, we have a quote from the story, Gallifreyan logo, a Zarbi, the blurb, and a little bit about the story, and the prices, and the barcode. Doctor Who stared around him and passed a trembling hand over his brow. The ship, he muttered, it's gone. Affected by a strange force, the TARDIS is dragged down to the desolate planet of Vortis, until they can discover what is holding them there. The Doctor and his friends are soon trapped on the planet. The Doctor, Ian and Vicky are soon captured by the Zarbi. Huge ant-like creatures control the parasitic and alien animus. Meanwhile, Barbara runs into a group of Menoptera, butterfly-like creatures that have been driven from their home planet by the animus, and plan to return with an invasion force, but the Zarbi know their plans and are waiting for the Menoptera. This novel is based on a Doctor Who story which was originally broadcast from 13th of February to 20th of March 1965, featuring the first Doctor as played by William Hartnell and his companions Barbara, Ian and Vicky. Then down there you've got the prices. In the UK it's $6.99, Canada, USA is $7.99, and Canada is $10.99. Cover illustration by Chris Archelios, www.penguin.co.uk. And for the innards we have Doctor Who and the Zarbi, Changing Face of Doctor Who, little thing. Other target reprints from BBC Books advertisements. Doctor and the Zarbi, based on the BBC television serial The Web Planet by Bill Strutton, by arrangement of the BBC. Bill Strutton, illustrated by John Wood, BBC Books. And then there you've got various copyright guff. Then there you've got the contents, The Changing Face of Doctor Who, the 6 chapters and about the author. What's really nice about this novelisation is that Bill Strutton has kept quite faithful to the original television story in terms of its episodes, because there's 6 chapters in total, and in the original story there was 6 episodes in total, and all of the chapter names are very similar or almost identical to the actual episode names that were on TV, and there's only a few minor changes here and there. So like chapter 5 is called Invasion, where on TV I believe it was called The Invasion, and then the Centre of Terror, chapter 6, was called The Centre on the TV, I think. And then they've got Changing Face of Doctor Who, and then the actual novelisation begins at page 1. And it goes on for 207 pages in total, spread across 6 chapters. A bit about the author, and advertisements for other Doctor Who target novelisation reprints. and as mentioned earlier, there is illustrations in this novelisation which are extremely nice, very nicely illustrated by John Wood, and I am currently reading this novelisation, and so far I've been very impressed. The illustrations here and there have kind of differed from the actual main character's likeness on TV. It's like that doesn't look a lot like Ian there. It looks more like Peter Cushing from the TV movies, to be honest. But so far I am really enjoying Doctor Who and the Zarbi by Bill Strutt and the Target novelisation. This is bringing back a lot of memories of reading the audiobook, which I got in a special limited edition collector's tin, along with Doctor Who and the Crusaders and Doctor Who and the Daleks audiobook, which is really awesome. And also later on this year, the BBC are going to be reissuing the hardbacks of this, the Daleks and the Crusaders novelisations, which is really interesting. But yeah, I'm really enjoying this novelisation so far. It's bringing back a lot of memories and I'm thoroughly enjoying it, and it's a great adaptation so far of a really good TV story in my personal opinion. And just a little bit of trivia for you. Very weird fact about Bill Stratton. I don't know if, how many of you guys know this, some of you probably do know it, but as a fun fact, Bill Stratton actually died on the 23rd of November 2003, the exact day of Doctor Who's 40th anniversary, which is pretty crazy. But yeah, anyways, on to the next Target novelisation, which is another 2016 reprint, The Web of Fear. So for the cover art we have Doctor Who and the Web of Fear, Terrance Dicks, and then for the cover art itself we have, set against this webbing background, we have the Second Doctor, this Yeti firing its lasers against, I believe this character's name is Sergeant Arnold, or something, Colonel Arnold, or something like that. It's been a while since I've experienced the Web of Fear. And on the spine we have Doctor Who and the Web of Fear, Terrance Dicks, BBC Books, and a picture of the Second Doctor. And for the back we have, if I just take this out of its protective sleeve, there's a good reason why I'm having it in a protective sleeve, and I'll tell you that later on. But anyways, for the back we have a quote from the story, a Yeti, the Yeti from the cover, set against, and Gallifreyan symbol in the background, the blurb, and a bit about the story, the barcode and the prices, which is the exact same on the Web Planet reprints. Cover illustrations by Chris O'Kelly at www.penguin.co.uk. And now for the bio. The TARDIS is engulfed by a mysterious web-like substance in space. Breaking free, the Doctor and his companions Jamie and Victoria land in the London Underground system, but spreading killer mist has meant that London has been evacuated. The Great Intelligence is back, and its robot Yeti are roaming the streets and the underground tunnels. The Doctor, Jamie and Victoria team up with an army unit working with their old friend Professor Travers to combat the menace. They soon realise, however, that someone in the group must be working for the Intelligence. With time running out, the Doctor and his friends realise they can trust no one. This novel is based on a Doctor Who story originally broadcast from 3rd of February to 9th of March 1968, featuring the Second Doctor as played by Patrick Troughton and his companions Jamie and Victoria. Now the reason why this isn't a protective sleeve is because this is a pretty special piece of merchandise for me. Just in case you didn't know, at a Forbidden Planet in London, to celebrate the brand new release of these 2016 Target novelisation reprints, a massive signing session was held there, featuring Terrance Dicks, Chris Archelios and Eric Saywood. And this is actually one of those signed copies that was signed there. I purchased this off of eBay for £12 plus £5 postage, but it is truly worth it. So we have Doctor Who and the Web of Fear, Chris Archelios' autograph, the changing face of Doctor Who. Then we have advertisements for other target novelisations published by the BBC. Doctor Who in the Web of Fear, based on the BBC television serial by Mervyn Haveman and Henry Lincoln, by arrangement of the BBC. Terence Dicks's autograph, and then Terence Dicks, BBC. Next we have various copyright guff, the chapter index, index, or the contents, and the changing face of Doctor Who. It's 12 chapters in total, and it continues over the page. Changing face of Doctor Who. Then you've got the actual start of the book, and this is a 14 chapter target novelisation spread across 150 pages exactly. And there we've got about the authors, and then a bit more about the authors down there. So yeah, I'm really happy to have this target novelisation in my collection. Well, this specific target novelisation in my collection. It just feels great to have a target novelisation signed by Terence Dicks and Chris Arkelios as well, but especially by Terence Dicks, because Terence Dicks, to us Doctor Who book lovers, is pretty much the most legendary Doctor Who writer. I mean, for goodness sake, this chap wrote literally over 40, probably around 45 to 50 target novelisations, and numerous original fiction novels such as Shakedown, Players, etc. And I think even, did he write Rolled Game? I think he wrote Rolled Game as well, which is pretty awesome. But anyways, Doctor Who in the Web of Fear target novelisation signed by Chris Arkelios and Terence Dicks. Extremely happy to have this in my collection, and it just feels absolutely amazing to have a Doctor Who book signed by Terence Dicks and Chris Arkelios. It's just wonderful to have this book in my collection, this signed copy. And now on to the big unboxing of this video. Which, as you can clearly tell, is going to be, well, quite a big unboxing, as you can clearly tell, because I think, quite frankly, this is the biggest parcel full of Doctor Who books I have ever gotten. But anyways, on to the unboxing. Right then, on to all of the delicious Doctor Who books that there are in this massive parcel. Now, the thing is, with this specific bundle that I got, there are 3 extremely rare PDAs in the bundle, and I mainly only bidded on this bundle for those PDAs. As such, I did get quite a few duplicates in terms of new series hardbacks, so but there's still some here that I will keep. But anyways, for these duplicates, or the new series stuff in this parcel, we have this book collection from 2013, which is still factory sealed and contains the paperbacks of Hunter's Moon, The Way Through the Woods, and Dead of Winter. I do not have Dead of Winter yet, but I'd much rather have it in hardback than paperback, so, and I think I'm going to be keeping this factory sealed as a collector's item anyway, so that's really nice. I'm just going to breeze through these. Death Fighters singular paperback. Hope to get all of these little paperbacks. I don't really like the idea of the kind of flip ones that you can get. Stealers of Dreams, which previously I've only had in paperback, so that's an upgrade to hardback right there, which is quite nice. Winner Takes All, which I already had in hardback. The Deviant Strain, which I already had in hardback. Night of the Humans, which I already had in hardback, but this is a condition upgrade, so that's nice. Apollo 23, which I previously had only in paperback, but now I've got it in hardback, so that's nice. And then for the final new series hardback, it's a spare copy of The Coming of the Terror Files by Michael Moorcock. So anyways, on to the main part of this massive bundle, which is the delicious 1960s era books. And all of these books right here are very rare Doctor Who books. So let's get on to actually showcasing these beautiful Doctor Who books. I'll just put them in order. So first one is by a generally hated Doctor Who writer, who I believe in his other book, Rags, had, I think it was Sergeant Benton or somebody like that, massacring innocent children. So I'm quite frankly scared of how this book is going to turn out. He's probably going to fuck up the second Doctor, Jamie and Victoria, massively. I'm of course talking about Combat Rock by Mick Lewis. So anyways, for the cover art, which I really like actually, of BBC Doctor Who Combat Rock, Mick Lewis. And for the cover art itself, in this jungle we have a skeleton, an arm, a rib cage which is all covered in blood, bones, and another rib cage stuck up in that tree with lots of blood. And then you've got this statue covered in blood with another arm down there and lots of skulls. So just judging by this cover, it looks like this Doctor Who book is going to be pure torture porn. And on the spine we have Doctor Who, shrunken bit of the cover, Combat Rock, Mick Lewis, BBC. Then you've got some bushes. Then they've got a shrunken down bit of the cover. Then they've got the barcode and the prices, which I'm not going to bother reading off because I can't be bothered. Then down here you've got Doctor Who and the trademark, Doctor Who and the TARDIS are trademarks of the BBC. When 400, and now for the blurb. When 400-year-old tribal mummies inexplicably return to life and begin murdering tourists on an exotic alien island, the Doctor's initial urge to investigate lands himself, Jamie and Victoria, right in the middle of a jungle holocaust. Ferocious cannibals and deadly beasts stalk the swamps, mummies lurk amongst the trees, and the peaceful civilized locals are reverting to long-forgotten head-hunting practices. Something is giving a claim to called savagery, something that can only be found in the deepest, darkest darkness at the heart of the hostile rainforest. It could be the end of the river for the TARDIS companions as they find themselves involved in a horrific jungle conflict between desperate guerrilla tribesmen and merciless colonial forces. Cannibalism could be the least of their worries, as evil stars depart and the dead reach for the living. This adventure features the second Doctor, Jamie and Victoria. Okay then, and then for the innards we have Doctor Who Combat Rock, Mick Lewis, BBC, various copyright guff for Winner, who I have no idea of. Then they've got the first chapter, and it's a, no idea how long. Oh, it's a let's see here. It is a 15 chapter long Doctor Who book with a prologue and an epilogue spread across 281 pages. And they've got a bit about the author, and it literally says up here, Mick Lewis likes cannibals. I am not shitting you, it literally says Mick Lewis likes cannibals up there, which is pretty fucking crazy. Acknowledgements, also available books, and more books and more books. So yeah, quite frankly, I'm not really looking forward to this Doctor Who book, and I mainly got it as a collector's item. From what I heard, his other book, Rags, was completely and utterly horrible, and I think it even has people masturbating over licking other people's vomit, I believe, which is inconceivably messed up. I don't even know what to say. I mean, how could a Doctor Who book like that just even get past the BBC? Seriously. I think it even has like the massacring of lots of innocent children, Rags does. So, quite frankly, I'm not looking forward to this Doctor Who book in the slightest, and I don't think I'm going to be reading this Doctor Who book anytime soon. I think I've just mainly got as a collector's item, really. So yeah, there's Combat Rock. For the penultimate 60 book in this video, and moving on to the really rare ones. If I was to like categorise these books in terms of rarity, I would say Combat Rock differs between rare to super rare. This next one differs from rare to ultra rare, and this next and the final one differs from super rare to ultra rare, I would say. Anyways, the next Doctor Who book is World Game by Terrance Dicks. So for the cover art we have BBC Books, Doctor Who World Game, Terrance Dicks, over 150 Doctor Who novels from BBC Books, and then there for the cover art we have the Doctor in Napoleon Bonaparte get-up, with lots of Napoleon and Civil War soldiers in the background, with lots of fire in a field and a very kind of sepia toned sky and trees right there. And then for the spine, which is quite unusual because this Doctor Who book has a mass misprint on all copies of it, which made it so that there was no actual printing of the Doctor Who logo up at the top of the spine of the book. This happens on all copies of World Game. It's a mass misprint, so that's pretty unique to have in this collection. Then there you've got a picture, shrunken bit of the cover, World Game, Terrance Dicks, BBC, and a continuation of the cover. Then so again, it's a continuation of the cover. We have shrunken down bit of the cover, and then there you've got the sepia sky again, the UK, and then you've got the barcode and the prices. Doctor and the TARDIS are trademarks of the BBC. And now for the bio. The Doctor has been captured and put on trial by his own people, accused of their greatest crime, interfering with the affairs of other peoples and planets. He is sentenced to exile on Earth. That much is history. But now the truth can be told. The Doctor does not go straight into exile. First, the Time Lords have a task for him. From the trenches of the Great War to the terrors of the French Revolution, the Doctor finds himself on a mission he does not want, with a companion he does not like. His life threatened at every turn. Will the Doctor survive his sentence, or will this adventure prove to be his Waterloo? This adventure features the second Doctor. And for the innards we have Doctor Who World Game, Terrance Dicks, BBC Books. Then they've got various copyright guff. And then for the actual book itself, which has a prologue and 37 chapters. It is a 281 page long Doctor Who book. Actually, let's see, a 278 page long Doctor Who book. And at the end here we've got historical notes about the author, and then coming soon from Doctor Who BBC Books, which is The Time Travellers by Simon Guerrier, which I'm hopefully going to get a review out of soon. But anyways, the World Game by Terrance Dicks. I am pretty curious in reading this Doctor Who book. It's another one of the kind of rare ones from the BBC Past Doctor adventure line. So yeah, and I'm just very happy to have this Doctor Who book in my collection. I believe this is a loose sequel to another Terrance Dicks novel, Players, which features which is the introduction of a monster called the Players, and this novel features the actual return of the Players. So this is going to be a pretty interesting read overall. But I think I might have to read. But I think I'm probably going to read Players before reading this, just to get a bit of context behind the monsters. But anyways, on to the final Doctor Who book here. We have The Colony of Lies by Colin Brake. Wow, I am so happy to have this Doctor Who book in my collection. Mainly because this not only features the second Doctor, but also features the seventh Doctor in it at the same time, which is just so yeah. But anyways, onto the showcasing of the Colony of Lies. We have BBC Doctor Who, the Colony of Lies, Colin Break, and then for the cover itself we have the second Doctor here, this kind of western background with a spaceship up the top there with lots of tree lines. It's looking, which is a really nice looking cover. On the spine we have Doctor Who, the Colony of Lies, Colin Break, BBC, and then truncated bit of the cover and a continuation of the cover. And then there you've got a shrunken down bit of the cover, the original prices and the barcode for this book, and a little sticker on top. And anyways, for the back, for the bio, we have, according to popular legend, the great humanitarian Stuart Ransom founded the independent Earth colony on Akista 4 in the year 2439, but the truth is not as neat and as simple as the legend would suggest. The year is 2539. Arriving on Axista 4, the Doctor, Zoe and Jamie find the colony in a state of chaos. A breakaway group of colonists, the Realists, has abandoned Ransom back to basics ideals, and is creating a new high-tech settlement. The Loyalists who remain are dwindling in number and face total extinction. Meanwhile, a spaceship from Earth has arrived with news that 880,000 refugees are about to descend upon the planet. The Realists are staging raids on the wreck of the colony ship, and in a secret underground bunker, mysterious aliens who claim to be the planet's first colonists are beginning to awake. Who are the dog-like aliens who call themselves Turanians? What is the secret agenda of the sinister Federation Administrator Green? And what really happened when the colony ship crashed under an I can fucking never pronounce that, Akista 4th 100 years ago. This adventure features second Doctor Zoe and Jamie and the 7th Doctor and Ace. You know, they have got Doctor Who and the TARDIS have trademarks of the BBC. So yeah, and then for the inners we have Doctor Who, Colony of Lies, BBC. Various copyright guff, who this book is dedicated to. Then you've got the start of the book, and this is a, let's see here, a 18 chapter long Doctor Who book with a prologue and an epilogue. Let's see here, spread over 272 pages, and it appears the epilogue is actually chapter 19, which is interesting. They've got a bit about the author and acknowledgements. They've got various copyright guff, and not various copyright guff, sorry I'm tired, various advertisements for all of the EDAs released, the 8th Doctor books, and then next up here we have past Doctor books, advertisements for past Doctor books or whatever, short story collections, and then here we have advertisement for the Dalek Survival Guide, coming soon from Doctor Who BBC Books, Timeless, and then from BBC DVD, The Three Doctors, and something not that interesting down there. Well, decently interesting, but anyways. The Colony of Lies. I am pretty curious in reading this Doctor Who book. It hasn't got the best of reviews, but I am still pretty curious in reading it. It's just nice, really, to have another rare Doctor Who book in my collection. But yeah, that's The Colony of Lies by Colin Break. And that finally concludes Underworld Updates number 45, in which I updated my 60 book collection. Got some great items in here, such as Doctor Who Nazabi, Target novelisation, and especially the Web of Fear, double-signed Target novelisation reprints, and all of these lovely rare Troughton Doctor Who books. So it's very nice that I've gotten these 3 rare Doctor Who books in my collection, because it has made my goal of completing the second Doctor book's a lot easier now. Well, fairly easier, because there's still the Dark Path and the Indestructible Man. The Indestructible Man, of which I doubt I'll ever get, because God, that's so expensive, that one. But anyway, so like, comment, subscribe. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Pitch Go Black, dematerializing.